did an excellent job coming to the carpet, and you're sitting so nicely, crisscross applesauce or close to it. And when we have our conversation, when you're listening, what is our conversation at? She's showing us it's a level 0. She is zipping her lip and locking it, okay? So you guys are doing a great job of doing a level 0 right now. When you are talking to your shoulder partner, what level should we be at? When we're talking to our shoulder partner, honey, Taekwon, what should our voice level be when we're talking to our shoulder partner?
0.
No, when we're talking at level 1. Nice job. Okay, and if you are answering a question, what should you be doing? Yes, darling. Raising your hands, and you guys have been doing an excellent job of doing that. And our activity, our action, what should we do? What should we be doing on the carpet? Right.
We should be sitting down.
Okay. Crisscross applesauce. And should you be answering questions? If you raise your hand and I ask them, of course, of course.
It's going to be hard.
Okay, should there be any movement, like running around the room, wiggling? No. What do you think? No, we should be sitting still. Excellent. Okay. You can scratch if you need to. Okay. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about fables. And we're going to be talking about a specific fable. It's called The Hen and the Apple Tree. Okay? And we're going to be talking about, we're going to be telling about the fable. We're going to be talking about the beginning, middle, and end, the main characters and the setting, so that we can figure out the moral of the fable. Ooh, that's a big word, moral. Can anybody think about what moral means? When I say we're going to figure out the moral, think about it. Think. Put your hands down. Just think for a moment. Put your hands down. Just think. Shh. Okay, now turn and talk to your shoulder partner about what you think moral is. This is your shoulder partner. You mean, okay? What is this? Okay, right? And we're going to talk, we're all 3 of us. Okay, talk to your shoulder partner. What is a moral? What do you think it is? Interesting. What do you think?
Okay.
Girls, can you talk to each other? Grace, you can try. Come on, I'm listening to you. Okay, so you learn a lesson. You guys are on the right track, but it's going to teach us a lesson. Okay. Okay, turn back and eyes on me. Okay, I see your hand raised. So shh. Okay, let's answer my question and then don't forget yours, okay? Put it in your brain, don't forget it. Okay, who can share with us what a moral is? I asked you to do that. Okay, I'm going to ask you.
A moral is what a fable or folktale teaches us.
Oh, it's something that teaches us something. What do you guys think? Is that a good definition of a moral? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay. Okay, what do you think?
I think the moral is the lesson that we're going to learn in the story.
The lesson that we're going to learn in the story. Excellent. Okay. Put your hand down, honey. I'm waiting. What's your question, honey?
I think a moral is a part of a story.
You think it's part of a story? What part of the story do you think it is?
The end or the middle.
You think it's in the end or the middle? And what does a moral do? Did you hear what they said? What did you think that it does?
I think it does. I just forgot.
Okay, why don't you help him out? Tell us what a moral is. Nice and loud. Take the finger out of your mouth nice and loud so he can hear.
A moral is something a fable or a folktale teaches us.
So it's a lesson that it teaches us. So this fable is going to teach us a lesson. And we have to figure out what that lesson is.
What we did.
Okay?
Can you
And
read
so
the story now?
we're going to read the story. So we're reading the fable, The Hen and the Apple Tree.
Yay.
Okay, so everyone look at their paper. So it's called The Hen and the Apple Tree. You guys don't have the illustration, but the illustration might help you understand the fable. So make sure you're looking up here too.
Pass that. We read it on.
Okay.
Until I get to the
Oh, well, let's see. I like how you're making observations. Okay, everyone's going to follow along with me, right? So looking at your paper. One October day, a hen looked out her window. She saw an apple tree growing in her backyard. Now, that is odd, said the hen. I am certain that there was no tree standing in that spot yesterday. There are some of us that grow fast, said the tree. The hen looked at the bottom of the tree. I have never seen a tree, she said, that has 10 furry toes. There are some of us that do, said the tree. Hen, come outside and enjoy the cool shade of my leafy branches. The hen looked at the top of the tree. I've never seen a tree, she said, that has 2 long pointed ears. There are some of us that have, said the tree. Hen, come outside and eat one of my delicious apples. Come to think of it, said the hen, I have never heard a tree speak from a mouth that is full of sharp teeth. There are some of us that can, said the tree. Hen, come outside and rest your back against the bark of my trunk. I have heard, said the hen, that some of you trees lose all of your leaves at this time of year. Oh, yes, said the tree. There are some of us that will. The tree began to quiver and shake. All of its leaves quickly dropped off. The hen was not surprised to see a large wolf in the place where an apple tree had been standing just a moment before. She locked her shutters and slammed her window closed. The wolf knew that he had been outsmarted. He stormed away in a hungry rage. Goodness. What do you think rage is? Can anybody help him out with what does rage mean? He was in a hungry rage. Do you think
Angry.
Excellent job. Yeah, he wasn't happy because guess what? The hen outsmarted him. Why do you think he wanted the hen to come outside? Raise your hand.
So he can eat it?
Yes, good job. I'm so happy you're thinking. Okay, turn and talk to your neighbor. Did you like this fable? Did you like this fable? Tell me what you liked. What was your favorite part of the fable? I was working with you. What is your favorite part?
What was your favorite part of the fable?
Outsmarted him? Wow, excellent. Tell us why that was your favorite part. Okay, talk to each other. What was your favorite part?
She was
Yeah, excellent job. Okay, come back, turn. Eyes on me. Okay, eyes on me. Not yet, just listen. Excellent. Okay, who can raise their hand and share with us their favorite part of this fable? Raise your hands. Okay, Grace, excellent. What was your favorite part? I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry. What did you say? And why is that your favorite part?
He wanted to eat the problem, but hen knew that it was a wolf.
Okay, excellent. So the wolf wanted to eat him. The wolf wanted to eat the hen, but she outsmarted him. And how did she outsmart him? Thank you for those people thinking. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think. I see you know. You got to listen. How did the hen outsmart the wolf? What did she do? What did she do? I understand that you know, but I need everybody's hand raised. Everybody's hand should be raised. Everybody should be thinking. How did the hen outsmart the wolf? What did she do? No. Tell your shoulder partner, whisper to him your answer real quick. You're okay. Okay. Okay, who can raise their hand and tell me, how did the hen outsmart the wolf? I love how you're going back and looking into the fable to find your answer.
I told him my answer.
Okay, okay, good. Okay. Okay, eyes on me. Eyes on me. Okay, that's okay. We're going to listen. We're listening. How did the hen outsmart the wolf? Put your hand down.
She locked her shutters and slammed her window closed.
But how did she know it was a wolf? What did she do? Pick somebody to help you out. You have to stop. Tape, how did the hen outsmart the wolf? How did she know it was a wolf and not an apple tree?
Because it had 10 furry toes and ears and a mouth full of sharp teeth.
Okay, but she still thought it might have been an apple tree. What was that deciding factor? What did she get the wolf to do to make sure that we knew it was a wolf?
She said that the tree, she made the wolf work to, she said all the trees lose their leaves at this time of year something, and then all the leaves fell off and then
And everything fell. He was shaking. Excellent job. High five in the air.
I know why she.
And high five over there. You're doing a great job too.
Knew.
Okay.
I know why she knew.
Okay, how did she know?
Because it was talking.
Because it was talking. That might have been a way she knew, but was the hen talking too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so do you think maybe an apple tree could be talking in a fable too?
Yeah.
That's Grace's. That's okay. Grace's opinion counts. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, I think maybe the apple tree might have been talking, seeing that the animals were talking too.
I will put it right on my bun.
Okay, so this is what you're going to be looking at. We're going to go back to our seats and we're going to continue filling this out. But we're going to find out, what can we learn from this fable? What was the lesson of the hen and the apple tree? You're going to start thinking about that. Okay, so who are the main characters in our story? Who are the main characters in our story? Raise your hands and look back at your papers if you don't know. Look back at the fable. Who were our main characters? I love how everyone's raising their hands. Who are the main characters? The hen and the apple tree. Okay, so...
And the tree.
The hen and the apple tree. Can I put anybody else on here?
And the fox. The wolf.
Was it a fox? What was it? It was a wolf. The apple tree. The wolf was the apple tree. So I'm going to put over here equals wolf. How's that look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus.
Well, we have and, but that would have been a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking about the setting. Where did the story take place? Where did the story take place? Look back in your back at your fable. Where did it take place? Not at the beginning. Where? Oh, that might be an answer. Think, think, think. Think, think, think. Oh, I'm so happy that you're raising your hand. Don't call out. What do you think? At a farm? How do you know it was a farm? Because a hen lives on a farm, so we could say at the farm. What else would be a really good answer? I really like that answer. What else would be a good answer? Let's see.
In the hen's backyard.
In the hen's backyard is a really good answer too, because does it say that in the fable? Yes, it says the hen's backyard. Okay, let's see if I can change the color. Okay, let's see. Oh, we did it. Okay, so we're going to put the hen's backyard.
Equals the backyard.
Okay. Okay, now, ooh, this is going to be a tough one. We got to put our thinking caps on. Okay, now look back in your fable. What happened in the beginning of the fable? No, put your hands down. You're thinking right now. This is thinking time. What happened in the beginning of the fable? Put your hands down. Oh, Grace has a good thinking cap on. I'm so happy.
It's down, Cotton.
Okay. Now tell your shoulder partner what happened in the beginning of the story. What happened in the beginning of the story? Okay, what happened in the beginning of the story? Raise your hand. What happened in the beginning? What happened in the beginning? Everyone should be raising their hands. Everyone should have had a chance to talk to their neighbor. Okay, what happened in the beginning?
That he saw an apple tree in his backyard.
Okay, a hen saw an apple tree in her backyard, and was that silly? What was weird about that? What was silly about the apple tree in her backyard? Okay, you showing me by raising your hand. Help her out.
Yesterday that tree wasn't there, but the next day it was, because when she looked out her window, the tree was there.
Oh, excellent. So the hen saw an apple tree outside
Her backyard.
her window
Her window.
Place.
that wasn't there the day before or yesterday.
Equals
It's kind of silly that it
before.
is a little behind. Okay, so the hen saw an apple tree outside her window that wasn't there the day before. And was it a little apple tree?
No.
It was giant.
It was a giant apple tree, so that's pretty hard. Do you think that apple tree grew there overnight?
No.
No. Oh, there was some.
This morning. It just disguised itself.
Okay.
It would have been a small little tree.
It would have been a small little tree, so that's why the hen knew that there was something up with that. Yeah, something going on. Okay, I need your eyes on me because I'm going to tell you what you're going to do when you go back to your seats. Thank you for, oh, let me see the beautiful eyes, beautiful eyes, beautiful. I love them. Okay, so listen up. I pointed to you. Okay, so you are going to get this and this whole sheet. This is our story map, our graphic organizer. You're going to fill out the top that we filled out together, and then you're going to keep going. You're going to read. You're going to do the middle, the end, and then on your sheet it says, "What have I learned from this fable? What did the fable teach you?" That's what you're going to have to work on. That's what I really want to see. Okay? It's going to say, what did it teach you? Let me show you the paper that you're going to be filling out. Okay, so here you go. You're going to fill out the main characters, the setting, the beginning, and then it's up to you and your partner to fill out the middle, the end, and it says, what did we learn from this story? What did we learn from this story? So put your thinking caps on and so you can answer that. Then the last question is, I'll wait because you're not paying attention. The last question says, make a prediction. What happens next? What do you think is going to happen to the wolf? And what do you think is going to happen to the hen? This is up to you. Hey, based off of the fable, what do you think is going to happen next? Okay, does anyone have any questions about what they're going to do when they go back to their seats? Okay, who can raise their hand and tell me what you're going to do when you go back to your seats? I'm so happy you were listening. Nice and loud. Tell everybody.
We're going to read the fable again, then into the main page, in the beginning, the setting, and the end.
Okay, and what did we learn? That's the most important part. High five that you did a nice job. Okay. She was at the top of the tree? She what? That's a big word. Look, she wasn't at the top. So what happened in the middle? What was the hen doing to the tree?
Now we got to wear snow, but